Brazil, the land where football is more than a sport, where children dream barefoot and legends are born on dusty streets long before they step into stadium lights. And among those dreams, two names once shone brighter than most, Ronaldinho and Robinho. They were the princes of Brazilian flair, the artists of joy, the magicians with a ball at their feet. Ronaldinho, the smiling genius who made the impossible look effortless, and Robinho, the prodigy hailed as the next global superstar. Two careers that captured the world's imagination, two journeys that promised immortality. But football's brightest stars cast the darkest shadows. Behind the magic, behind the applause, lay choices, consequences, and realities that fame could not hide. This is not just a story about football. It is a story of talent, triumph, temptation, and the heavy price of mistakes. This is the rise and fall of Ronaldinho and Robinho. In the world of football, some players are remembered for their trophies, others for their statistics. But a rare few are remembered for something far more powerful, the magic they brought to the game. And at the top of that list stands a boy from Porto Alegre, Brazil, a boy whose smile lit up stadiums, whose feet defied logic, and whose talent redefined what football could be. This is the story of Ronaldinho Gaucho, his rise, his brilliance, and a fall that shocked the football world. Ronaldinho Gaucho, born Ronaldo de Assis Moreira in Porto Alegre, Brazil, rose from poverty to become one of the most magical footballers the world has ever seen. His dazzling footwork, infectious smile, and unmatched creativity turned him into the global face of football in the early 2000s. After breaking through at Grêmio and shining for Brazil's youth teams, he exploded onto the world stage with stunning performances for Paris Saint-Germain and later FC Barcelona. Between 2004 and 2006, Ronaldinho reached the pinnacle of the sport, winning the FIFA World Player of the Year twice, the Ballon d'Or, and the UEFA Champions League. His joyful style captivated millions, making him the most loved footballer of his generation. However, fame and lifestyle excesses began to overshadow his brilliance. Late-night parties, declining discipline, recurring injuries, and waning motivation led to a noticeable dip in performance. His time at Barcelona ended abruptly, and though he produced flashes of brilliance at AC Milan and Flamengo, he never returned to his former peak. Ronaldinho's post-retirement life was also marked by legal troubles.
You are guilty and must be imprisoned.
Financial mismanagement and high-profile controversies, including his 2020 arrest in Paraguay. Despite these setbacks, his legacy as one of the most naturally gifted players in football history endures. Ronaldinho's story remains a powerful reminder. Even the brightest stars can fade if talent isn't matched with discipline. Yet the magic he brought to the game will forever be celebrated. Santos FC, the Brazilian club famed for producing legends, was where Robinho's journey began. Making his senior debut in 2002 as a teenager, he quickly showcased electrifying dribbling, flair, speed, and creative attacking play. His early performances marked him as one of Brazil's brightest young talents, drawing comparisons with the country's greatest forwards. Wikipedia +1. In 2005, Robinho landed a high-profile move to Real Madrid, joining an illustrious Galactico squad that featured stars like Zinedine Zidane, Ronaldo Nazario, and David Beckham. That signing was a statement of his arrival on football's biggest stage. Yahoo +1. Though his first season with Madrid had mixed team success, Robinho managed to contribute to Real's La Liga triumph, their first in 4 years, helping cement his reputation as more than just a prospect. Yahoo +1. He subsequently had stints at Manchester City, 2008 to 2010, and AC Milan, 2010 to 2014, two of Europe's major clubs. Over his career, he demonstrated flashes of brilliance, technical ability, and versatility. Internationally, he earned over 100 caps for Brazil national football team, scoring numerous goals and once being viewed by fans and media as a potential next-generation Brazilian star. At his peak, Robinho embodied the hope and excitement of Brazilian football, a flamboyant winger with charisma, a genuine talent, and the power to light up stadiums. The decline, off-field troubles, and waning talent. Despite the early achievements, cracks began to show. Off-field behavior, party lifestyle, and questionable professionalism played parts of his career, earning criticism and disciplinary warnings. The pitch, despite occasional brilliance, his consistency diminished. Time away from top-level European football, frequent club changes, and a sustained drop in form indicated that his career momentum was faltering. By the mid-2010s, his career had moved away from Europe's spotlight. He had spells at less prominent clubs and eventually attempted a return to his roots at Santos. But the football world had already begun distancing itself. The fall, criminal conviction in life after football, the turning point, and the end of any remaining goodwill came from off-field actions that shook football and justice worldwide. In 2017, an Italian court convicted Robinho and 5 others of gang raping a 22-year-old Albanian woman during a 2013 night out in Milan. The court found the group guilty of sexual assault after incapacitating her with alcohol. Though he initially avoided imprisonment, thanks to appeals and the fact that he resided in Brazil, every legal avenue was eventually exhausted. In January 2022, Italy's Supreme Court upheld the conviction. In March 2024, Brazilian courts authorized the enforcement of the 9-year sentence domestically, triggering international arrest warrants, and Robinho was taken into custody. Today, he serves time in Brazilian penitentiary, far from glamour, clubs, and fans. The transformation is stark. From global football superstar to convicted sex offender, a fall from grace that has drawn condemnation from sports bodies, women's rights organizations, fans, and former teammates. Legacy, a cautionary tale. Robinho's story is complicated, technically gifted, at times brilliant, socially charismatic, yet overshadowed by grave misconduct, poor choices, and criminal behavior. His legacy raises difficult questions about talent, morality, and accountability. On one hand, he remains a cautionary tale, a reminder that fame and skill are neither shields nor excuses for wrongdoing. On the other, his story speaks of the fragility of public life, how quickly adulation can turn to disgrace when values are ignored. The football world will remember his early brilliance, but history may remember differently, not just for his goals and dribbles, but for justice served and crimes committed. Conclusion: Robinho's rise from a young sensation in Santos to a footballing star at Europe's biggest clubs was meteoric, his fall catastrophic. His career arc, once promising and bright, ended in infamy. He will forever stand as a stark example of what talent can achieve and how poor decisions and criminal acts can destroy everything, not just a career, but a man's entire legacy. In the world of football, brilliance can appear effortless. For Ronaldinho and Robinho, it once seemed as though the ball obeyed their will, dancing under their feet, carrying them to global fame and winning hearts across continents. But talent alone is never the whole story. For one, joy and genius masked an inner struggle that slowly dimmed his light. For the other, incredible promise collapsed under the weight of devastating personal choices that destroyed his legacy forever. Their journeys remind us that greatness is fragile, that fame, adoration, and success can vanish in a heartbeat. Ronaldinho will be remembered for the magic he gave the world, even as his later years reveal the vulnerabilities behind the smile. Robinho will be remembered for a different reason entirely, a cautionary tale of how talent cannot excuse misconduct, and how justice endures long after the final whistle. In the end, their stories ask us to reflect not just on the goals and the glory, but on the character, discipline, and responsibility that truly define a legacy. Some stars fade, some fall, and some teach us lessons that echo far beyond the pitch.